A fairly sizable protest by Washington standards at the White House. These are mostly Coptic Christians, here to urge President Barack Obama to stand against the Muslim Brotherhood by continuing aid to Egypt's interim government and military.
The Muslim Brotherhood had their chance and they did not do well for the Egyptian people. We are supporting Egypt go back to the peaceful ways.
After this military crackdown, newspapers and a few members of Congress called for the president to stop the aid, saying the U.S. shouldn't give money to a military that would do this. But while fighting back against a story that aid was being stopped, the White House admitted, in a remark that mostly went unnoticed, the U.S. is still giving aid to the Egyptian military.
The Department of Defense announced earlier today that the answer to that question is yes. I don't know the nature of that assistance. You should ask them about that.
But the Department of Defense didn't announce anything, and they've refused to answer questions about exactly what they've been buying the Egyptian military. By law, all military contracts have to be listed. And if you pour through all of the documents, you can find that since July 2nd, the U.S. military has agreed to buy Egypt's military an $8 million border surveillance system, spent millions to train Egyptian military officers, and signed a contract for more than $13 million so Egypt can replace engines on its F-16 fighter jets, at the same time halting delivery of jets they've already bought. When asked about that, the Department of Defense says, ask the State Department. The State Department's been saying, ask the DoD.
I don't have a breakdown about a specific example. I think DoD has some good ones that they've put out there.
What U.S. officials will say, and have repeatedly said, is the U.S. is not taking sides, but they are still spending money to buy the Egyptian military U.S.-made equipment. Whether they'll ever give it to them, all of the departments have the same message on that. It's under review. Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.